So it's 12:21 in the morning and I'm finished doing my homework, and this is why I sound depressed. How to realistically do 10 hours of homework straight. So I know you're looking at this title and you're like, "Man, I wish I could do 10 hours of homework straight." Or, "Man, I feel bad for someone who has to do homework for 10 hours straight." Well, I'm going to tell you guys how to do homework for 10 hours straight, realistically. But the quick answer to that is you don't. You don't do it realistically, unless you're a monster. And realistically, most of us watching this video, we're not monsters. We just can't do that. That's not us, okay? That's not us. Stop it. That's not us. It's okay. This is what I do to do 10 hours of homework straight, quotation marks. And remember, it's okay. You don't have to do 10 hours of homework straight. You're not supposed to. The first tip that I have for you is to have everything ready. Just have all your pens, your pencils, your erasers, your books, everything, and make sure you also have a list of everything that you have to do. If you don't have a list, you're just gonna forget everything, and then yeah, you're just gonna forget because you're a dumbass because you have 10 hours of work to do. And so boom, you just want to have everything set up and ready so you can get into the zone. You want to get into the zone. That's the second tip. You have to get in the zone. Once you start kicking, you just keep going. It just makes it so much easier. Doing your homework unfocused is 10 times harder than doing it focused. You have to get that focus. You just have to. You got to do what it takes. You have to get in the zone. You have to surround yourself. Tip number 3, I don't know if you guys will use music, but I don't use music. Having no music makes me concentrate more. I don't know if that's the same thing. Maybe you guys put on music to concentrate more, but it doesn't work for me, and maybe it doesn't work for you, but you're telling yourself that it works for you, but maybe it doesn't. But you'll never know. You just try it. Just try to do some homework with no music and just listen to your thoughts echo in your mind, and you're gonna learn to talk to yourself when you do your homework. That's the 4th tip. You want to learn to talk to yourself while you do your homework. Talking to yourself is great. It's like when you're at the point of madness, you're talking to yourself in order to just distract yourself from the fact that you have to do 10 hours of homework. It's perfect. You just have to do it. After talking to yourself, you'll realize that the answers are coming faster and faster and faster, and you're on a roll. You're going faster and faster, and you're just bada bing bada boom. Tip number 5, you have to eat. I can't stress it enough. You just gotta eat. Get your snacks. You just gotta get everything. Whenever I need to take my breaks, I go upstairs and I go eat. I eat something, because eating something makes me happy. It gives me that serotonin for some reason. It just makes me happy. Even if I'm just making rice and eggs, it makes me happy, because it's like, damn, I don't have to do my 10 hours of homework right now. I can just eat and enjoy my food. And so you have to trick your brain into thinking that it has the freedom to do whatever it wants. And that's why you're doing your homework, because you want to and not because you have to. You have to convince yourself that you're doing it because you want to and not because you have to. That's why I make egg fried rice. Before we go on to tip number 6, gotta use caffeine and sugar, man. I don't know what to tell you. People are giving me shit for promoting caffeine, but yo, you just have to try it, man. It's such a powerful drug. It's the only drug that I will ever promote. It's just so good. Like, it just makes you awake. It's just so powerful. I just don't understand how people can live without. Tip number 6. Snacks are amazing. If you have some snacks, they're just gonna help you. Sometimes I go to the store after an hour or 2 of homework and I reward myself with a snack, and that gives me that serotonin that I was talking about. That serotonin's gonna keep you pumping and alive, and those snacks are gonna taste so good in your mouth because you're just sweating from all of the homework that you've been doing. So that goes into tip number 6. Make sure you reward yourself. Make sure you reward yourself for going and pushing in hard. You have to reward yourself. If you don't reward yourself, then what's the point? You're doing 10 hours of homework for what? Reward yourself by taking a 15-minute break and going upstairs and going and peeing. Take a 15-minute break and go upstairs and go cook something. Take a 15-minute break and go to the store and buy some brownies. You just gotta do what you gotta do to get that serotonin. I'm telling you, man, it's the serotonin. It's what helps. What number are we on? Tip number 7. Don't call your friends. Don't listen to music. I already said don't listen to music, but don't call your friends. Calling your friends can either really help you or really fuck you up. If you have friends that are doing the same exact assignment or the same exact topic, or they're tutoring you, by all means, invite them and do your homework with them. But if they're not, then end the call. Just don't be in the call. If you do it, your intention's gonna go flip flop dip dop. It's just not gonna work out. It's just terrible. You can't do it. There it is, how it is. You're gonna be writing a math problem. You're gonna be doing 2 plus 2 times 2 times 3. Then all of a sudden your friend is like, whoa. And then you're like, what? And then your friend is just like, oh, nothing. I was just thinking to myself. And then bada bing, bada boom, you're distracted and you lose your focus. See how it is? Yeah, there we go. Tip number 10, it's okay to go crazy. Trust me, we've been there before. This is gonna take some practice, but it's gonna be okay. Get your homework done now so you don't have to do it later. Gotta convince yourself to do it. You got this. I believe in you. You got it. It's only a few things, but you got this. Something that might work too is to just turn off your phone. This is tip, I don't know, number 9, right? Turn off your phone, but you're just going to turn it back on. So you can download an app to restrict your phone, but you're just going to stop the app. So like I said, if you just remain focused, focus is just going to keep pushing you, man. Focus is like your best friend. I'm going to keep saying it. Focus is your best friend. It's going to keep pushing you, man. You just got to get into that state of mind, that focus mode. You got to surround yourself with everything that you need and food, and you got to reward yourself for all the good things that you've done and being productive while also being focused. Then will you be a powerhouse machine and you'll be grinding through your homework faster than you realize it. And then before you realize it, it's 12:31 in the morning and you're like, damn, I hate my life.